Kentucky. What's going on with y'all? Today it's Friday. Oh, sorry. Technically Saturday, July 20th, 12:04 p.m. Oh, sorry, a.m. 12:04 a.m. Eastern Time. 4 minutes past midnight. Money isn't enough for women. That's the topic. Money isn't enough for women. You know, what inspired this topic was yesterday. Somehow the conversation drifted into uh Indian people. You know, they asked, what group? Sundown, what up? Mark, what up? You don't get the thumbnail. Mark, this is why I'm explaining it now. All you have to do is listen. Yesterday, Pat Bro was gonna be mad at this one. Oh man. Why would EC? Why would they get mad at this one? Well, yesterday, Lexi was very vocal about her disdain and her disapproval of Mexicans. So my guy from Philly, CNG 215, asked the question. He said, okay, since Lexi says it with authority who she doesn't like, pretty much, those indigenous Latinos, those mestizos, Mexicans, Guatemalan, Salvadorian, Honduran. That's not her style. 215, my guy from Philly, the panelist that hops on and contributes with his conversation and his viewpoints, he asked the fellas, hey guys, what group would you not date? And I jumped out the gate and I said, I know what group for a fact I won't. And that's Indians. Simply because of their natural smell and just the way they cook and all that, and I know it could come off as very disrespectful. It wasn't necessarily my intentions, but I had my reasoning, right? And I also had to remember that in the sexual market value, when it comes to sexual market value, when it comes to the dating realm, Indian men are very low in that category. Marks Paisa. Oh man. Hello? Hello?
Hey, what's going on?
Oh, what's going on? What's going on? Yo, damn, I'm live right now. But yeah,
Okay.
I was trying to talk to you earlier. Was you about to go to sleep? What you doing?
Yeah, I'm about to go to sleep.
All right. I'll talk to you tomorrow then.
All right. Good night.
Good night. So Indians are very low in this when it comes to like their sexual market value. When it comes to attracting women, shit, even their own women. Sundown says a lot of Indian men like Indian. Damn. So is that because of rejection of women? And it might be because of in the dating realm when it comes to mating, there's competition there. It's not only about making money. It's your social skills. Are you funny? Are you physically fit? Are you tall? Are you good looking? Penis size? Like yo, there's so many things. So looks matters, your body game. Do you have game period? They have the I mean, I did my research. They up there. I read up that Botswana, South Africa and Botswana has the highest when it comes to SA. It's a form of assault. Botswana and South Africa, right? But now, the whole premise of this conversation is because it seems like, yo, all you have to do get money. I mean, this is the mentality that many people have. If you want to find a wife and you want to have a family, yo, just get money, and you're gonna get her. But in Asians in America are ahead of white people when it comes to their income. So it seems like, wow, money isn't the most important factor when it comes to mating. Ooh, interesting. Interesting. They always and it seems like they put in Asians in the back of the line. They said, get to the back of the line, little dude. Get to the back of the line. Physicality, looks, appearance, that matters, man. Bone structure, that all matters. Guys, hit that like button, yo. Listen, that all matters. Book Eric now says, you've never seen an Indian man who is single. They have beautiful women who we never see because they gatekeep them. I'm going in and out where you can't hear me. Eric, can you hear me? Y'all can hear me or yes or no? Can y'all hear me? Yes or no? Shout out to the 7 people in the building. Hold on. Can you guys hear me good? Press 7 if you can hear me good. My audio is going in and out. Hello, hello. Oh, I know why. I know why. I know why. I know why. I fixed it. I fixed it. I know what was going on. You've never said, okay, Eric, what Where are you around a large population of Indian men? Eric says you've never seen an Indian man who is single. They have beautiful women who we never see because they gatekeep them. But how do if you never seen them? If we never seen them, Eric, how do we know that the women are beautiful? And we're not speaking about the wealthy guys, the oil money, the gold money, the oil reserve money. We're not speaking about them, because they're upper echelon. That's a whole different level. That's a low percentage, right? You could say that's the 1%. In America, Asians are they're ahead of the Caucasians, man, the Caucasoids, the Pilgrims. So, I mean, Indian dudes are the most thirsty men on earth. Don't even bring Guyanese or Trinidad women as an example for beautiful Indian women. I mean, you have to remember, Roaring Moon, Guyanese and Trini, they're mixed. And they do have beautiful women, but they're very mixed. You have to remember. A lot of them, they're mixed with India, red dot Indian, the red dot Indian, they mixed with black, they mixed with indigenous, some Euro, Dougla, that means India from the east side of the world, Oriental Indians. Indians marry for money, meaning the high earners tend to marry high earners. Now that's the thing, right? Or African and Indian. Oh, okay, Dougla, right? The African and Indian mix, right? I think I think those women are very attractive. Mark Sanders says, "Bro, Hispanic and Middle Eastern men look the best. No gay thing or anything, just being real, no doubt." Mark, how would you know? Middle Eastern, like Indian? Wait, because Indians are not Middle Eastern, right? Middle Eastern are more Arab. I can see fighter with a with a Dougla woman. Yeah, right. They're Eurasian. They're Eurasian. They're Asian. Indians are Asian. I don't know if they're Eurasian. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if they're Eurasian. Indians are Asian. We know that. Middle and Eastern men being the most attractive men is funny. They force their women to be with them. Damn. This is this is gonna be an interesting topic, man. Because we could fake the funk all we want, but mating is important. Mating is very is instrumental. This is what we're alive for. Even if you don't want children, you still want to mate. Sal's, I told you, Sal's, we're gonna have a good topic. This was inspired. This was inspired by our live yesterday. That was like an 8-hour live. Yo, we going in on the Indians, man. I'm about to get canceled. I'm about to get canceled, B. Yo, you know, we about to go in, man. You know, as long as you guys show me love, we're gonna be here for a while. We're gonna see some interesting videos and tackle them. Shout out to MXC, Roaring Moon, Sal's, Sundown. Eh, You know, if anyone wants the link, let me know. I dropped the link. Just make sure you hit that like button and share my live, man. Invite your people. Subscribe if you're new here. We're gonna get right into the show. We're gonna get right into the show. So I'm gonna drop the link in case anyone wants to join the conversation really quick, or if they have anything to say. But it seems like money isn't enough for women. Is that moño enough for women? Seems like it's not. Because, like I said before, Indian men are the number one for income in the United States, above white men, above white men. So let's get to this show. Let's get to this. Let's get to this. Let's get to this.
Race would y'all not date and why?
Indians, because I heard they. Hey,
You can't do Indian either? No, okay, what about you?
Same thing.
You can't do Indian either?
Mm.
No? G, come here.
G.
what race y'all say?
I said Indian.
Yeah, I can't do it.
It's killer.
007.
Okay. What race would y'all not date and why?
Oh,
Indian. I can't do no Indian because I just can't see myself with them.
An Indian, but I kind of want to white right now.
She on a white boy, huh? Okay. She's divesting.
Just stank. Smell like cheese.
Smell like a needle.
Ah,
I wouldn't date someone who's mixed Indian and black.
Indians,
Damn.
I'm sorry, I just can't date y'all because your food stink. You guys might
I
stink.
didn't know you recorded.
And no, bitch, you stink. They're like curry, and that's why her pussy smell like curry.
I'm sorry. I'm not gonna date no Indian because I really hate the smell of curry, and like all these Indians smell like curry, and they're like a lot of them be musty too.
Damn. I'm not the one saying this. This is the video. I'm not saying this, okay, guys? Indians don't wear deodorant. That's my big. Damn. But Sundown, yo, listen. You know what's funny, Sundown? If you work out and you eat right and you drink enough water and all that, you shouldn't be stinking if you shower and all that. I think it really depends on your diet. It really depends on your diet, bro. Oh man, y'all crazy in the comments. I'm looking at you, Sal's. Indian food tastes good. MXC, yeah, okay. You smell like cocoa butter without deodorant. Roaring Moon. So what are you? What are you? Sal says they dip their food in. Oh, they dip their toes in the food. Let's continue, man. You guys are reckless. Y'all reckless. It's Friday, man. It's Friday night. We're gonna be up late. We gonna wake up late tomorrow. Nobody working.
Too. And like I just can't do that, and like they just smell so strong.
To Asians,
Asians?
just because
Yeah.
I'm just like not really attracted to them.
Yeah, sorry, Asians.
Not
probably.
Asian.
When you die, you go to another life. Maybe heaven, maybe purgatory, maybe hell.
Since I've started this
Damn. Even the cute white girls was like, nah, we good on them Asians. I mean, so were they speaking about when they said Asians? Are they speaking about like, you know, from Thailand, Cambodian, Korean? I think that's what they meant. Joshua, what up, brother? Damn. Indian men, yo, they ain't feeling yo. That's fucked up. Let's find out why. Let's find out why.
channel, I never seen a category or group of people struggle like the Indians do in dating. I'm talking about the average Indian here. It's not just Indians in general, but people from around these areas as well. Nepal, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Bhutan, certain areas of Burma, and the Maldives. South Asians in general. I also get asked a lot of questions from people of these regions in my gig. Is it too late for me? Should I just give up on dating? What kind of look maxing should I do? It can get pretty overwhelming sometimes. And the issue is we do shy away from talking about these things because if you decide to talk about it, you will get labeled as racist or whatever.
So, yeah, this is a sensitive subject. This is a sensitive subject. You know, because they're gonna say, "Oh my God, it's not 100%. It's not 100%. How dare you?" Mark Sanders says, "Look up a survey conducted by OkCupid Dating. If I remember correctly, white dudes and Hispanics are the most chosen in the dating service." Now, when they say white dudes, when they say Hispanics, would I fall under that category? Would an Afro Latino fall in that category? And what Hispanics? What group of Hispanics? You know, because then we have to determine which type of what group of Hispanics are really heavy on OkCupid. Yeah, right. Yeah, you know, maybe we could, that could be another live, you know, that could be a whole nother live. Joshua says, "I don't think non-white males have any problems getting women. Just look around." Yeah, me neither.
But I decided to give my unbiased opinion on this matter. I'm just letting it be known. I don't have any preference toward any race and I don't hate anyone. We are going to look at the evidence we have at hand. This video will be split into multiple parts. Part 1, the Indian stereotype and media influence. Second part, ethnicity preference and facial attractiveness. And third, my opinion. If you want to support the channel and get your face evaluated by me with personalized look maxing advice, link will be down in the description. Without further ado, let's get this video started. Just like you guys seen in the introductions video, if you are an Indian, you are already losing points because the Western world already got a negative image on you. Now, what do I mean by that? If you look back at the video I did about K-pop, I talked about how Hollywood transformed the Asian stereotype. From the nerdy loser kid with no game who only resorts to comedy to make others laugh to like him, to this K-pop-like dude who is attractive, in touch with his emotions, with the hair, makeup, and all the good stuff these young girls seem to go crazy about. What this did is raise the sexual market value of these Korean Asian men in the Western world. But this effect sadly had not taken place for South Asian men just yet. For example, you are an American girl. The first thing that comes to her mind, her first impression, just like the video when you mention an Indian, is that they smell terrible, they have terrible body odor, they are unattractive, nerdy, hairy, unattractive funny accent, they defecate on the streets. All of these stereotypes sadly do exist and are stuck in people's head. And Hollywood does embrace some of these stereotypes as well. Majority of the time, Indians used to be presented on screen as the loser, nerdy, funny guys. Add to this the explosion of the horny Facebook Indian Pakistani guys, which gave us the Bob and Fagana memes back in 2018. That rose to popularity with the War of T-Series and PewDiePie. Those were the good old days, which we can go back. Anyways, without even factoring in your height, income, or body, you are already receiving big fat blows from the stereotypes, media representation, and meme culture. So next, we will look at how each race, including Indians, perform in online dating, and what races are actually most preferable. The first one comes from Yahoo. Yahoo Personal Dating Preferences Study sought to examine the dating preferences of online daters in 4 major metropolitan areas: New York, Los Angeles, Chicago, and Atlanta. Internet data's profile of self-identified Asian, Black, Latino, and white men and women seeking opposite-sex dates were collected and coded from Yahoo Personals, which was the most popular national online dating website in 2004 to 2005. And per usual, as we can see, white men got 58% acceptance rate, Latino men second at 31%, Black by 13%, Asian by 8%. Middle Eastern at 6%, and as you would expect, East Indian come last at an acceptance rate of only 5%.
Okay, so let's look at these numbers right here. Let me move my So racial choices of women who have a racial preference in considering a man of a different. Now, my whole thing, I would say that and I'm thinking this is based on USA dating apps. I think the reason why white men are so higher, and I think it has a lot to do with the population, right? So people tend to like, the group that they pertain to for the most part. East Indian, that's a very specific group. That's a very specific group. What's good, Aline? What's up?
From hating his 9 to 5, struggling at his 9 to 5.
We also have to remember, we have to be careful how we read statistics, right? We have to be very aware how we're reading the statistics.
We have another data showcase from the dating site OkCupid. Data published by OkCupid shows women overall have the highest probability of replying to white men and the lowest probability of replying to Indian men. Similarly to the plight of Southeast Asian men, Indian women were actually least likely to reply to an Indian man of any race of women, showing all races of women are eager to discriminate against Indian men in dating, including especially women of the same race. And I also have another study which I already covered in my channel last month. It goes to show you how much money an ethnic man would need to date a woman of a certain ethnicity. When we look at how much annual income needed by an Asian, it comes to a staggering $309,500 each year just for them to stand a chance when it comes to dating a white woman.
Now that's it, right? So now the standard is a white woman is the standard. But the thing is, everyone doesn't want a white woman. So this is where this gets a little tricky. MSC says, fighter, a Spaniard woman got grapes in India. They are very thirsty. Also, Asian over black is funny. Middle Eastern over Hispanic is hilarious as well. Race talk.
When it comes to dating other races, it's simply not feasible. This is how bad they got it. So these were some graphs and data that shows how Asian, especially Indian men, do perform when it comes to dating white women. Well, what about facial attractiveness then? Is there certain traits that makes them unattractive? Well, I tried to gather a bunch of images of the average Indian or South Asian. And keep in mind, I'm not saying all Indians look like this. I'm just trying to see any common or shared features, so take this with a grain of salt. First thing,
Yo, these dudes right here look like every Indian in the world. Damn.
thing I noticed in the eye area is that the eye orbits in all are round and large. This could be the catalyst which resulted in the larger eye shapes, which in most cases look unattractive on men but attractive on women. And we also notice either high amounts of upper or lower eyelid exposure, which is unattractive. We also notice that in some cases that lower eyelids are droopy, which results in an unattractive prey eye shape. Many says that Indians' eyes are bugged and not depressed, but that's not that prevalent to the point where it should be considered. Next feature.
So they have bugged eyes.
Feature that stands out to me is the ears. They stick out to a point where it's noticeable, and it drives all of the attention towards it, which is unattractive. Another thing again that I notice is the prominence of lower set cheekbones, short faces, and very compact mid faces, way above the desired ratio of 1:1, which results in a short face but not in the good way. And finally, this is the controversial one. The majority do not prefer dark brownish color in terms of attractiveness. But we can't express that because we will be labeled as racist. It's gotten so bad that skin lightening creams in India are very popular and prevalent, so you can't really call others racist when you're
Permanent whitening. Inhibition of melanin. Wow.
your own country strives to change their own skin tones. Now, what's my opinion on this whole thing? I don't think the suffering of South Asians in the white dating market is gonna go anytime soon. In terms of look maxing, this is gonna trigger some people, but your look maxing goal should be to distance yourself as much as you can from the stereotypes. Fix your accents, fashion, mannerism, and face-wise, I will not discuss it in this video until I see how well this one gets received. Sorry, guys. But what do you guys think? Let me know down in the comment section. Please keep it respectful. That's it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. A like and subscribe will be highly appreciated. And like usual, catch you guys in the next one.
Wow. Wow.
Your music into 150 stores, all the major streaming.
I've always wondered why most Indians have a physique that looks like this. Skinny arms and legs, little to no muscle mass.
Damn. Skinny arms and legs, no muscle. Damn. Damn.
And a lot of fat accumulated around the waist region. A body type that's commonly called a skinny fat.
Skinny fat. Skinny fat is crazy. But I know what that is.
You look fine with clothes on, but when it comes off, it's not a pretty picture. This is often observed in South Asians and is called the Asian Indian phenotype or the thin fat phenotype. You might have noticed this in your friends, your relatives, and even in yourself.
We're on the way to become the diabetes capital of the world. 70 million diabetes cases. What is the reason for this? It is lifestyle or it is hereditary?
A country that's dominating the world in science and technology, why is India severely lagging when it comes to fitness? Now, of course, genetics does play an important role, but it does not mean that we can't overcome this challenge.
Why are Indians unfit? Shout out to the people in the chat, man. Shout out to y'all. Is this interesting to you? Or is this conversation interesting, or is just I'm being too racist? Joker's Wow says average income of women in India makes less than $8 a day. You don't need dating apps if you're American and making a middle class income. Yeah, but with Jokers, Joker. I don't think you saw the live I did like this morning, last night. I don't think many people want to travel to India. Sorry.
Take a look at these foods that are typically consumed in South Asia.
Okay, so carbs, rice, bread, carb heavy,
India. All these dishes are made of rice batter, which is extremely rich in carbs. Now, carbs aren't necessarily bad for you, but the problem comes with overconsumption.
Myth is that only by eating the sweet you will become diabetic. It's not like that. The overall quantity, the calorie, the carbohydrate content of the food, they all are responsible.
The Indian Council of Medical Research did a survey spanning 12 years featuring people from every single state and union territory. They found out that about 70% of our diet consists of carbohydrates.
70%. That's high.
Compared to the United States, where carbs accounted only for 50% of their diet. This overconsumption of carbs and lack of protein is a recipe for turning skinny fat, because protein is what adds muscles to your body.
Fat.
Now, of course, this has to be combined with weight training, but for now, let's focus on diet.
Large part of the plate on a typical meal tends to be just carbohydrates. We're essentially eating roti and rice, and we just add on a bit of vegetable and dal to it, which is very little to meet the protein requirement.
Although items like chutney, sambar, and curries can be nutritious, and pulses like rajma and chickpea are super rich in protein, these foods are usually consumed in small quantities, so the overall impact is not significant. So making a conscious effort to include more protein and reducing the carb intake in your diet will cause a significant improvement in your overall health and fitness.
So the BMI illusion, genetics, body type, body game.
A majority of people in India use BMI to determine how healthy they are. BMI is a formula that uses your height and weight measurements and it outputs a number. If the number is between 18 to 25, it's considered normal. Anything more is considered overweight and anything less is considered underweight. But here's the problem. Take a look at popular wrestler Steve Austin. He was about 6 foot 2 inches and weighed about 250 pounds. According to BMI, he is considered obese, while this other guy is considered healthy.
We know this.
Yeah, but you gotta remember, Stone Cold Steve Austin was in shape. Technically, by the BMI, he's obese, but he's in shape. I don't know how many women. I think women prefer Stone Cold, I mean, versus the skinny fat guy over here. I'm just saying. Yeah, muscle is heavier than fat. But I would think everyone here would rather it look like Stone Cold versus the guy on the right.
This is actually a very unhealthy type of body composition, but because it's in the normal BMI category, it often gets missed and overlooked.
A study in 2020 revealed that 43% of Indians with a normal BMI are metabolically unhealthy. So, a huge portion of people are living under this illusion that they are not overweight or unhealthy, when in reality, they actually are.
Right, like an example. When you look at like those linemen, like those football players, yeah, they're fat and all that, but those dudes are in shape. They're big dudes and all and everything. Those linemen, defensive linemen, but yo, they could go run you a mile or two. They're in good shape. They're in good shape. They're not lazy. You know what I mean? They lift weights and they go jogging and running. You know, they keep that heavy weight so they'll be able to, defend the quarterback. Or on the other side, attack the quarterback. But those guys are in fantastic shape. They might not have abs, but trust me, they're athletic. Reason 3, fitness and supplement
If you hit the
myths.
gym in India, you will have noticed a lot of middle-aged people working out because they were probably diagnosed with a health condition, or some even working out to lose weight for an upcoming event. They go all in for a couple of months, get on crazy diets, and once the event passes, they get back to their old lifestyle. This is a very wrong mindset. Working out should be considered as a lifestyle, not a short term solution. Now, what's even worse is some people completely avoid working out because they believe that if they stop exercising, they'll automatically gain more weight. To clarify, you don't magically put on more weight if you stop working out. It's rather because you're now consuming more food and burning less calories.
The more you eat, the more you need to move to burn off those calories. The less you move, if you sit on your ass and don't do anything, you need to eat less to counterbalance that. Does that not make sense?
Secondly, there's also a lot of negative beliefs about supplements. People don't take protein powders because they think it causes side effects.
Dude, you're eating so much protein, you're gonna get kidney stones. Very often you'll see that these same people who pass these comments have little to no knowledge about fitness.
But the real issue is 70% of the supplements that are sold in India are fake. So these fake products are inherently harmful and can cause side effects. So it's important to understand that protein powder isn't harmful. It's about where you get it from. Do your research, check with a doctor, and make sure you get it from a legit source to avoid such concerns.
Academic pressure. So that's their point of emphasis. They rather focus on academics versus social life and fitness and art.
From a very early age, we give priority to academics. In schools, we focus on board exams. In college, our focus is on GPA. At work, it's all about working extra hours and aiming for a better salary. And before we realize, we are all caught in this rat race where we enter our 40s and 50s with tons of health issues. Now, this is not to blame our parents or teachers. Their primary goal is to ensure a good quality of life for their children. But what gets overlooked here is the importance of health and physical appearance. According to a survey in 2022, 40% of Indians were not even meeting the minimum level of physical activity that is recommended by WHO, which is roughly 150 minutes of exercise per week. What's the point of making money and achieving success in your career if we can
Wait, hold on. Let me see. How he said 115 minutes? How long? Hold up.
physical activity that is recommended by WHO, which is roughly 150 minutes of exercise per week?
150 minutes. That's 120. So that's That's what 2.5 hours of working out a week. Yeah, I mean, today I went jogging for 4 hours. For 4 miles, and then I did push-ups. And jogging them 4 miles that took me 30 to 40 minutes. So if I do that 3 times a week, I'm good. Twice a week, I'm good.
What's the point of making money and achieving success in your career if we can't be healthy enough to enjoy its benefits or live long enough to savor it? The traditional Indian diet, that is high carb foods like rice, was designed for people who did a lot of physical labor, working in fields and factories, burning excess calories by virtue of their daily activity. Unfortunately, this does not align with our current lifestyle.
That's a great point. A lot of the food that's attributed to our culture, that belongs to our cultures, the reason why we're out of shape is because we're not outside busting our ass, working, sweating, getting physical. Sweating, using muscle. And that's true. Like if you're a farmer, you're gonna be in shape. You moving your hands, feet, back. You're using your body all day long. Yeah, so that's true. They need to eat those carbs because they're working out hard. They might not be working out, but they're working out because they're working. It's not the traditional working out, but they're working out because they're working. So this is very true.
Most of us work in front of a computer, and with services like Zomato, Swiggy, and Uber, our life has become very sedentary. Our lifestyle has completely changed in the past couple decades. But sadly, we still cling on to old traditions when it comes to diet and nutrition. Hopefully, this video has given you a good understanding and awareness about health and fitness in India. Remember, it's not about working out or dieting for a few months. Shift your mindset and view it as a way of life. Don't fall for all these myths and misconceptions. Choose something that works for you, something that's sustainable in the long term, and stick to it. We Indians may not be blessed with the best genetics, but it doesn't mean that we can't do our best to be our healthiest and fittest selves.
Herbie, what up? Damn. Yeah, damn. This is harsh. This is harsh. But you know what? The beautiful thing is that we live in an era in the times of information, so we can get better. Right? So our issue won't be, oh, this is our problem and we can't fix it. Oh no, we can fix our problems. We're not destined to suffer. There are ways out. Your dieting, your workout regimen. Joker says Americans amongst the hardest working people in the world, well, a portion of our population that is. Interesting. So here we're gonna speak about why most Indian men are still virgins. Mm.
मेरे सामने है a report on the average age that men lose their virginity all around the world, with the youngest age being of Iceland at 15.6
In Iceland, they lose that at 15.6.
years of age, followed by Denmark, Sweden, and Norway. The world average is 17.3.
Yeah, that was around the age I lost mine. Around that age.
तो हमारी रैंक आती है सेकंड लोएस्ट एट 22.9 years of age, only followed by
Damn. They losing it 5 years later. Five years later, bro. Not even, no, that's 22.9. It's almost 23. 6 years later.
by Malaysia at 23. बाकी countries भी यहाँ पे हम देखेंगे China, Japan, which are at around 22 and 19.4. I want to find out कि इंडिया में ही हमारी एवरेज एज ऑफ वर्जिनिटी इतनी लेट क्यों है जबकि बाकी कंट्रीज में इतनी कम है. एक रीजन जो मुझे लगा इस इंडिया में जो एवरेज एज ऑफ कंसेंट होता है वो होता है 18, which is one of the highest in the world. बाकी स्कैंडिनेवियन कंट्रीज और नॉर्डिक कंट्रीज हैं जैसे डेनमार्क, आइसलैंड वगैरह, वहां पे 15 से 16 के बीच में एवरेज.
Denmark and Iceland is 15.
एज आता है ऑफ कंसेंट एट विच पीपल कैन हैव सेक्स. बट जब मैंने बाकी कंट्रीज की लीगल एज ऑफ कंसेंट देखी, आई वाज प्रूवन सो रॉन्ग. जापान, जहां पे द लीगल एज ऑफ कंसेंट इज ओनली 13 years एंड द एवरेज एज एट विच मेन लूज द वर्जिनिटी इज 19.4. फिर आते हैं
The legal age of consent is 13 in Japan? I never knew that. That's crazy. 13?
स्पेन पे जहां पे लीगल एज ऑफ कंसेंट 30, एवरेज एज एट विच मेन लूज द वर्जिनिटी 19.2. चाइना, लीगल एज ऑफ कंसेंट 14, एवरेज एज एट विच मेन लूज द वर्जिनिटी 22.1. और फिर मलेशिया जहां पे हाईएस्ट average age है at which men lose the virginity of 23, but legal age of consent is only 16, which is lesser than even India. And even in India, the legal age of consent 1940 से 2012 तक was just 16 years. 2012 में जब पॉक्सो एक्ट पास हुआ था, which is the Protection of Children Against Sexual Offences Act, तब ये लीगल एज 16 से लेके 18 तक चेंज करी गई थी. में बहुत क्लियर हो जाता है कि जो लॉज होती है, लीगल एज ऑफ कंसेंट होता है, वो एवरेज एज एट विच टीनेजर्स डिसाइड टू हैव सेक्स, उससे उन दोनों का बहुत ही माइन्यूट कोरिलेशन रहता है. जबकि जो एशियन कंट्रीज है जैसे मलेशिया, चाइना एंड इंडिया, यहाँ पे वो व्यूज ऐसे नहीं रहते हैं. अब जब हम स्कैंडिनेवियन या नॉर्डिक कंट्रीज के बारे में बात करते हैं जैसे डेनमार्क, स्वीडन, नॉर्वे, वहां पे उनके व्यूज अराउंड सेक्स बहुत ही ज्यादा लिबरल है एंड दे आर वेरी ओपन अराउंड सेक्स. इन स्वीडन वहां पे यू हैव क्लिनिक्स वेयर 16 years of age में you can get sex education and you can get condoms also out there for free. Government provide करती है to practice safe sex. When you compare this to countries जहाँ पे average age at which men lose their virginity थोड़ा higher है जैसे इंडिया, चाइना, जापान, मलेशिया, वहां पे कल्चर काफी कंजर्वेटिव होता है. Sex is considered taboo and public में भी कोई public display of affection, touching, kissing is usually frowned upon. अब देखते हैं एक और report which is the average number of sexual partners report. Here, Turkey is at the highest with 14.5 sexual partners that men have on an average, followed by Australia, New Zealand and Iceland. And when we compare this to countries at lowest, bottom most comes again India and China, with Indian men having just
Damn. Damn.
3 sexual partners on an average. Asian countries में हम अपने careers पे ज़्यादा focus करते हैं, हम studies पे ज़्यादा focus करते हैं. इसलिए पूरी दुनिया में stereotypes होते हैं that Indian and Asian kids are very good at maths. और इंडिया में specifically because of low poverty levels, हमारे पेरेंट्स का फोकस रहता है हमारी पढ़ाई पे और हमारे करियर पे, क्योंकि अगर हम पढ़ेंगे एक अच्छी जॉब मिलेगी तो करियर बहुत अच्छा हो जाएगा. जब हम बड़े हो रहे होते हैं हमें लोगों से बात करना नहीं आता,
I don't know
हमारी
what he's
ग्रोथ
saying.
सोशली बहुत ज्यादा स्टंट हो जाती है, लड़कियों के साथ हमारा कभी एक्सपोजर होता नहीं है, द सेक्स रेशियो इज मोस्टली स्क्यूड. द कंजर्वेटिव कल्चर की वजह से हमारी जो अपब्रिंगिंग होती है हमें लड़कियों से दूर रहने को बोला जाता है. जैसे आई हैव ग्रोन अप इन एन ऑल बॉय स्कूल, मेरा तो बिल्कुल ही कोई कनेक्शन नहीं था लड़कियों से. इवन व्हेन आई वेंट इन कॉलेज, वहां पे एक हमारा प्रोफेसर होता था जो लड़कों और लड़कियों को अलग बिठा देता था. So clearly stating that there is something wrong अगर लड़के और लड़कियां साथ में हैं. Once our career starts and we need to change cities, हमें घर से निकल के किसी और मल्टीनेशनल कॉर्पोरेशन में जाना होता है जहाँ पे इंटरव्यू में लड़कियां होती हैं, या फिर जो हमारी कोलीग्स होती हैं वो भी आसपास लड़कियां होती हैं, क्योंकि हमने कभी लड़कियों से बात करी नहीं है, हमें समझ नहीं आता है कि वहाँ पे असली में बातें होती कैसे हैं and what is it that girls really like. अब जब हम सुनते हैं कि इंडिया में एवरेज नंबर ऑफ सेक्सुअल पार्टनर्स दैट men have is 3, तो इतनी कोई बुरी बात भी नहीं है. बट ये समझने के लिए हम एक और रिपोर्ट चेक करते हैं, व्हिच इज द एवरेज एज एट व्हिच men decide to get married in India. तो ऑस्ट्रेलिया में men get married the most late, which is 39.
Damn. So men in 40. That's up there, bro. 40. That's up there.
3 years of age, followed by Austria, Sweden and Spain. मतलब on an average men around the world decide to get married in their 30s. But जब हम ये कंपेयर करते हैं इंडिया के साथ, तो इंडिया में the average marriage age is the lowest in the entire world at 26 years of age, followed by China, Russia.
Damn. Look at that. Look at that. So there's a correlation. Getting married earlier, yeah, you're gonna get less pussy. Or you might get married because you want to be able to keep getting pussy. That's a motherfucker, huh? You gotta tie something down. you gotta tie something down. You gotta tie something down. You gotta tie the knot. You want to get that consistency. You know?
Turkey and Malaysia. जिसका मतलब वर्जिनिटी लूज होती है 23 पे और 26 तक हमारी शादी हो जाती है. 23 की एज तक हमारी पढ़ाई वगैरह खत्म हो जाती है और उसके लिए हम मूव करते हैं किसी सिटी में. वहाँ का कल्चर एक तो बहुत लिबरल होता है, जैसे दिल्ली.
So for 3 years, you're really out there. 2.5, 2 years, you really outside.
मुंबई एंड बैंगलोर. प्लस हमारे आसपास और भी ज्यादा लड़कियां होती हैं. नाउ व्हेन वी सी गर्ल्स अराउंड अस और घर पे हमें शेमिंग नहीं हो रही है, चीजें टैबू नहीं कंसीडर करी जा रही हैं, नेचुरली वी स्टार्ट टू डेट. और इसी के साथ साथ हमारे घर वाले भी हमारे लिए लड़कियां देखनी स्टार्ट कर देते हैं बिकॉज ऑफ अरेंज मैरिज कल्चर हियर इन इंडिया. क्योंकि हमें पता है कि यार हमारी अरेंज मैरिज हो जाएगी, लड़की तो शादी के लिए मिल ही जाएगी. हमारे पेरेंट्स क्लियरली हमें पढ़ाई में और फोर्स करते हैं, बोलते हैं यार बाद में तो लड़की हम ही तेरे लिए ढूंढ देंगे अगर करियर बन जाएगा. कॉलेज में या फिर अपने वर्क प्लेस में जब भी लड़कियां आसपास होती है उनसे हमें बात करने का मन करता है, बट शुरू में डर इतना रहता है and we always have a fallback option. हम वो चीज कभी सीख.
I don't know what the fuck he's saying. I gotta leave.
That's one race that you won't date.
Indians. Indian bitch.
Indian.
Indian. They're weird.
Indians.
Indian bitches.
They're built funny.
Like, they're not really attractive.
I have never seen a group of people struggling so much to get laid in the West as Indians do. This video is a black pill analysis of why is it so. If you're someone who gets easily offended, I would advise you to leave this video right now because I'm going to be brutally honest and I won't sugarcoat anything. Now I can show you a whole bunch of data and statistics proving that Indians are the least preferred race when it comes to dating. But it would be a waste of time because we already know this. You can probably guess by my accent that I'm also Indian. I have many relatives who live in Western countries, namely Canada and the USA. And personally, I have lived in India for almost all my life, so I'm a very good candidate for making this video. And also, I have pretty good knowledge of the black pill community, and I'm fairly good at analyzing faces. I have watched this video from Nero Angelo in which he talks about why Indians are unattractive and perform poorly in dating. Although I believe this analysis is pretty good, but it isn't quite complete. Because I don't think Nero Angelo has met enough Indians in his life. So there is a popular saying in the West that Indians smell like curry. Now I don't know if Indians smell like curry or not, but they definitely smell very strong. Well, some of them do, and I believe it is due to the diet, the excessive amount of spices in the diet, and also due to the genetics. Genetics play a huge role in how you smell. For example, in Korea, people have little to no body odor due to their genes. Now, this might sound red pill, but game is really, really important to attract women, no matter what the black pillars say. And most Indians have got none of it whatsoever. And let's be honest, the stereotype of that nerdy loser kid is not totally false. Sex is a taboo topic in India. The average age of losing virginity in India is 23. Can you fucking imagine that? Having a girlfriend or even talking to a girl is seen as a very bad thing by Indian parents. Because of this, Indians have no clue on how they should talk to a girl. Indian parents deprive their children of their sexual needs, and because of this, the sexual needs come out in the most horrible of ways. Okay, now I would like to talk about the physical aspects of why Indians don't get laid in the West. So, first one is obviously height. Indians are shorter as compared to white men. The average height of Indian men in this generation is probably like 5'7", 5'8", and while for white men it's more. Okay, the next thing is body type. Indians are typically skinny fat, which means they have low muscle mass and high body fat. And this is because of two things. The first is genetics, and second is the diet and the habits. So, about the genetics, we can't do anything. Let's talk about the diet. Indians typically eat a high carb and low protein diet. So, because of less protein, they are not able to build muscle. And since the amount of carbs are high, and also the fats are pretty high, that's why they store more fat in their body. Also, they store more fat around their abdomen regions, due to which they have a bad shoulder to waist ratio. Indians typically have skinny wrists and their joints are pretty small. Also, they have a lot of body hair and they don't even care to shave it, because of which women find them gross. Okay, now we have arrived into the most important part of this video, which is the face. Indians typically have a small skull size, which is unattractive on men. Notice how Chico is looking way better than Sean O'Brien in this picture. It's just because of the skull size. Otherwise, these two are kind of equal on the PSL scale. Larger skulls in men are associated with intelligence and attraction. So, about the face, first we'll analyze the eye area, because I think that this is the weakest part of Indians' faces. So Indians typically have large rounded eyes, which is attractive on women, but it's totally unattractive on men. A more compact and horizontal eye shape is preferred on a man. Okay, so the second flaw in Indian eyes is the large amount of upper and lower eyelid exposure, which I believe is due to the genetics and also due to the chronic lack of sleep, because Indians sleep pretty less, and I have data for it. Indians are the second most sleep deprived people in the world, second to the Japanese. Okay,
Mm,
the next flaw is that Indians have bug eyes, which simply means that they aren't deep set into the skull and they seem to bulge out of the skull.
mm,
Okay, this may be a little bit exaggerated.
damn. Yeah. Spices did originate out there.
But you kind of got my point. Okay, the next point is that Indians have droopy lower eyelid, which is again something which is linked to lack of sleep and maybe also aging. But I do think there is some genetic component to it. Okay, the next point is also related to the eye area. We are going to be talking about eyebrows. Most Indians have untamed eyebrows. They don't care to even threaten them, because they see this as something which is feminine and gay. I don't know how a thing which can attract girls can be feminine and gay to you. Coming to the mid face, Indians have low set cheekbones and their cheekbones are almost flat and are rarely visible. The mid face ratio is too compact.
That high cheekbones is a motherfucker, man. Them high cheekbones, that definition.
Way lower than 1:1. Also, overall, their face is pretty compact in a very undesirable way. The next flaw is in the ears. Indian ears seem to stick out a lot, which is essentially a flaw. Okay, the next flaw is that Indians have a puffy face. Even if Indians are at a low body fat percentage, they seem to have puffy faces, and I believe it is due to the amount of carbs in the diet and also due to the genetics. And also, the hyoid skin, which is the skin under the lower jaw, is not tightly chugged in as it should be. Okay, now this might be controversial, but who cares? Well, majority of the people don't prefer the dark brownish skin color, and most Indians are dark brown in color, and even Indians themselves don't prefer dark brown people in color. And the trend has gone so bad that skin lightening creams are extremely popular in India.
Damn, bro. Damn, bro. They're cursed. Incel energy to the max. Damn. Damn.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Hey, could I ask you guys a question?
Sure.
Do you guys find Indian guys attractive?
You see, it all started back when I was a little boy. I grew up in a small town in New Jersey where I was one of only a handful of Indian kids at my school. And at the time, all the cool kids were all these different ethnicities, and there was no one I looked up to that was Indian. And I low-key hated being Indian. And that hatred would eventually develop into a fear of American girls. I felt like I just didn't think they were attracted to me. But it wasn't until I got older, I graduated college, I got a job, and I sort of matured where I realized I loved being Indian. But it really didn't kick in until my most recent trip this past year, heck, a month ago, to India, where I developed a profound love for being Indian. So in today's video, we'll be asking American girls whether they find Indian guys attractive to prove to you guys that being Indian is a superpower and not a weakness.
What would you rate me 1 out of 10?
Thank you.
Are you ready?
Yeah. You might need some of these though.
Oh yeah, you're right. Indians do smell. But do we?
Let's go find out.
What are your names?
My name is Erin.
Erin.
My name is Genji. My name is Vanessa.
Vanessa.
Yes.
I said that correctly.
Yes. I'm Valerie.
Valerie.
I'm Clara.
Clara.
My name is Jaylene.
Jaylene.
Yes.
How do you spell that?
Jaylene. Jessie.
Jesse. All right, cool. What ethnicity are you?
I'm black and white.
You're black and white? I would never guess that.
I'm Dominican and Puerto Rican.
Okay, I would have guessed Dominican.
Yeah.
Oh, he would have guessed Dominican. That's funny. The girls are pretty, not the men. Oh man. They had grooming gangs in England. Oh shit, word. Word.
Do you think Indian people smell by any means? No, not at all.
They could, but usually the ones that I've met, no.
Yeah, it like depends. It's like a hit or a miss.
Yeah.
Like sometimes they smell from South India, and then there's like North Indians. And I think the North Indians, no offense, we love them. But I think they smell more.
Understandable.
Again, this is
I think there's a smell. I'm really big on smell though. So like if I don't like somebody's smell, it's not
a good mix.
It's not gonna work. Like I need you to smell good.
Yeah, I think as an Indian person, we do smell some of us. You know, would you perceive them as manly?
I mean, I guess it depends on the person.
Yeah.
It's just the same for any guy. Like, I could just see a random person and be like, if they're manly, then they're manly. This could really depend on the race.
I always thought that I wanted to be like white or something. Like I always thought being Indian was not cool.
That's a bold question.
Western perspective manly, by the way.
Then no.
No, right?
Oh, damn. She's straight. Yeah, they're not. Stink is more like it. Joker's Wild says, I met this family when I was younger. What I learned is the upscale, sophisticated East Indian traditional family values was to never allow your son or daughter to get unmarried past a certain age. The duty of parents is to ensure your son and daughter have a partner to marry. Or to get you ready for that, right? Blood Moon, the girls got box. That's enough.
No. I don't know too much about Indian guys, so it's like hard to like speak on it. I just know like the stereotypes, but that's not fair. You get what I'm saying? Like I know there's more to it, so yeah.
So I guess it's on a case by case basis, right?
It depends on the person.
Yeah.
I'm tired of, why am I masculine? Like, ew.
Yeah. So you want to be in your feminine energy.
Yeah, of course.
I'm also a big one for hands. Like if your hands don't look like
like small hands?
No, like
big
they just
hands?
gotta look like manly hands.
Oh my God,
like if you have
what does manly hand even looks like?
I don't know.
like your hands look like you work. Like rough hands, man. Like you got cuts on them. They might be a little ashy, stitches on them. Like get a paper cut or something, man. Man hands, it look like you work. Yeah, women like that shit, man. They like a man that looks rough. Women like a man that looks rough. Not dirty, but rough.
Grip.
Like I just want to know that you're gonna like
hit it.
Oh shit, she nasty. Oh man, she a little freaky girl, huh? She's a very freaky girl. She gets it from her mama. No, that's her right here. Look, I'm gonna show you who she is. This is her right here.
Yeah.
Spit on that thing.
Absolutely. Say it again, y'all. Look out.
Spit on it.
Absolutely. Listen to me. Oh!
Hot tour. Say it again. Say it again. Hot tour. Yeah, that shit is funny.
Hit it hard.
The hands like go a really long way. Some people have really ugly hands.
Yeah.
Some people have manly hands.
Do you find Indian people attractive?
Yeah, it just depends. Like,
On the individual.
And are they twins? They're twins. They have to be twins. Or like Asian or Japanese, whatever, they just all look alike. I'm not gonna lie, yo, they look mad alike, yo. They all look alike. Asians all look alike, bro. That shit is crazy, bro. They have to be twins. Or no, I'm wilding. They're just sisters.
Honestly, I've never really dated an Indian man, so I wouldn't really know. But I think they're very respectful. I just kind of gravitate towards whoever. Nationality never really matters to me.
Never mattered. Was never a factor
anything?
Yeah, they're cool too.
No negative affinity, whatever.
I don't discriminate. Yeah, I've never dated an Indian guy, so I
Yeah.
can't really speak on it. But it's like, if I see an attractive Indian man, I'm like, he's fine.
Yeah. Nice.
I don't think I have any thoughts. I think like if somebody's attractive, they're attractive. If somebody's a good person, they're a good person.
Okay.
At the end of the day, it just comes down to like genuine chemistry and attraction with somebody.
You have cool eyes, by the way. I think they're like orange, brown.
Different colors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, she's got cool eyes, by the way. Indian food. Pass or gas? Pass.
Yeah.
Damn. Respectful. Hold on. Hold on. Like, okay, so the fact that they ain't checking for Indians, yo. They're not checking for them because there's attractive people in every group.
I can't do spicy food.
Okay,
I'm too white for that.
Yeah, right? Honestly, it's too spicy for me.
I think good food.
Good food.
Yeah, good
okay.
food. Yeah.
You like spicy food.
Yeah.
And you like their food.
I do.
So it's a good emotion you feel. Yes. Oh, that's cool.
I can't say I've had enough good Indian food to say yes or no.
Okay.
But I really like non-bread.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's
I don't even think that's Indian.
Damn, okay.
It's like Middle Eastern. What would you rate me 1 out of 10? You can be completely brutally honest. 7. Passing. C's get degrees.
Yeah, I would say 7.
7? Let's go. What would you rate me 1 out of 10? You can be brutally honest too. It's for fun.
7.5.
Yes, let's go.
1 out of 10?
Yeah.
1 out of 10. I'm never going to say a 10 out of 10 because I feel like no one's perfect. I'm going to give you an 8 out of 10.
Oh, nice. Better than like passing.
Well, this is the thing. I give you an 8 out of 10 because I feel like there's always room for like, I don't know you as well. So it's like, you have to prove to me.
Yeah.
So like the other 2 is you proving it to me, like why you deserve to be like a 9.8.
What will you rate me out of 10? And you can be as honest, brutally honest as you can.
I'm going to say an 8.
8.
Yeah, you're really attractive. You have a nice smile. And I like your curls.
Nice. Thank you.
And you have good style.
Yeah. So
Damn. So he putting on for the Indians, yo. Game over. They do horrible things. They do horrible things in the country. They're looking for Tyrone. If he was Dominican, I would find him attractive.
To no surprise at all, American girls actually do not care about ethnicity whatsoever. As long as you're confident and she is attracted to you, you will get the girl. It's all about confidence. That's literally all I can tell you. So after today, here are my 3 best tips to help you attract your dream girl. 1, be honest. Girls love honesty. Just be true to your word. True, have big hands. Apparently, if you can make it clap, girls love that. And
If you could make it clap, that is crazy.
3, if you can make a girl feel her feminine energy, girls love that. Guys, be in your masculine and let girls be in her feminine. That's all I got for you guys.
Let's keep it clear who we were dealing with.
They like it when you make it clap. I can't believe he said that.
This turtle doesn't look like he's holding a about to go in his mouth. These are not even like onion rings. These are onion flavored rings. Bro, sus. What is this? Are these Rice Krispie treats?
Yeah.
Whoa, wait, what's the macros on this bitch? These are bigger than my balls.
Why are you embarrassing yourself?
I proudly accept my micro balls and 1-inch defeater. Micro millimeter defeater? Me versus every other guy. See, these are more appropriately sized. Why does it smell like alcohol? And not even like the good kind of alcohol. Oh, there's no good kind of alcohol, period. Oh, you ever have what is that thing called? With like this, like the soup, like the broth, and then you put your meat in it.
Don't put my what in it?
You know, Korean barbecue.
Oh,
yeah.
I don't put my meat in it.
You don't dip your meat in there?
I do. Of course I do.
I dip my meat all the way. Oh my god! Oh, wait, this is the one. This right here is like the best version of it. Oh my god. Chef Kisses.
What is this?
Alpine milk chocolate.
Oh.
Yes. Yeah, I'm gonna buy this. Well, while I'm buying stuff, I might as well buy the soju. All right, we'll be bad influence and buy peach. And I'll buy one for my dad. Strawberry. I'm not an alcoholic. Get some sushi with that to go.
That's disgusting.
50% off. Nice. Yeah. Here we go. Oh, that's cool. No one knows it's alcohol in here. Thank you. Have a great day. All right. American celebrities versus these Indian celebrities and seeing which ethnicity ranks higher. I have absolutely no idea how this is gonna go. So let's go find out. Can you name these people?
Yeah, Elon Musk, the guy from Google.
No. So this is Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella.
Elon Musk.
Elon Musk. All right.
Some bold guy. I don't know. The CEO of Google.
No.
That's Elon Musk. Elon Musk.
Yeah.
Okay. Elon Musk.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's easy though. Why did he choose Elon? That was too easy. Everyone knows who he is.
I do. Elon Musk. I know he's the CEO of Microsoft. I don't know his name though.
Who's this?
That's Elon Musk. I don't know who that is.
Elon Musk.
Yes.
I feel like I do, but I don't know. I can't think of his name.
All right. Elon Musk.
Elon Musk. Elon Musk. Elon Musk.
Yeah. You know who this is?
Elon Musk.
Elon Musk.
All right.
That's Elon.
Elon. Yeah. You know who this is?
Eliza Koshy.
Yes.
Emma Chamberlain.
Yes.
Chamberlain.
Amber Chamberlain.
Amber Chamberlain. Elijah Koshy. Amber Chamberlain. Elijah Koshy.
Yeah, see, everyone knows the women. Everyone's gonna remember the women. Right, yeah, that was a bad comparison.
That's Elijah Koshy.
Yes, yes.
Emma Chamberlain?
Yes.
No. Amber Chamberlain?
Yes.
Okay. Liza?
Yes, Liza Koshy.
Elijah, then she cute.
Nah, I'm lost on both of them. I don't know who that is. Elijah?
Yeah.
That's Emma Stone?
Nope.
Lisa?
Liza Koshy. Emma Chamberlain. Nope.
That's Emma Chamberlain. That's Liza Koshy.
Yes.
Liza Koshy.
Yes.
Emma Chamberlain.
Easy.
I don't know both of them. Gandhi and Martin Luther King.
Martin Luther King? Gandhi?
Right.
Gandhi, MLK. Martin Luther King.
Yeah.
All right. And then that's Gandhi.
Yes.
Martin Luther King, Gandhi.
Yes.
Martin Luther King, Gandhi. And then that's Dr. Martin Luther King, and that's Mahatma Gandhi.
Yes.
Martin Luther King. Gandhi. Martin Luther King. Mahatma Gandhi.
Yes.
Martin Luther King. Who are you? I know. What's his name? Gandhi and Martin Luther King.
Yeah.
I don't know who that is.
You don't know this?
No.
Okay, you know this?
Martin Luther King.
All right.
Martin Luther King.
Okay, cool. I was gonna say.
Okay, Martin Luther King Jr. I don't know that.
Gandhi.
Yes, yes.
Free, last name so hard. Chopra. Anne Hathaway.
Yes.
I don't know her name. That's Anne Hathaway.
Anne Hathaway.
Yes. Yes.
All right, that's Anne Hathaway, of course. And then I really don't know who that is.
That's not fair, man. He's trying to compare. Gandhi was not a good man. Elijah was a famous YouTuber. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Yeah, but that's not fair because he's trying to compare like famous, established American celebrities, you know. He was good to a certain extent.
Anne Hathaway, Priyanka
You-
Chopra.
Gandhi was a colorist.
Oh, hey, I suck at all of these. Anne Hathaway.
Yes.
And
I don't know who that is. Yeah, I don't know who that is.
I know Taylor.
No, close. Priyanka Chopra and Hathaway. To my surprise, the Americans actually knew some of the Indian celebrities and performed way better than I had hoped, except for the Gen Zers. They knew literally no one, especially that one famous TikToker. He didn't know anyone except MLK. Anyways, it seems like
Oh man, so those Indians, they're famous, but we don't know who. Like we don't know who they are. Like I didn't know who they were. I don't know who they were. Shout out to Rakim for showing love, man. Shout out to Rakim for showing love.
I'm broke, baby. I ain't got no money.
So with the big boys.
Yeah, man, you know what it is. You know who it is. And you know where it's at. Send super chat, cash out, send that monyo. Hey yo. Simone Ashley. Simone Ashley. Yeah, but she's not my type. She's not. She's pretty. I don't know. I would have to see her in person. She's pretty. She's not my type. Yeah, she ain't my type. She's not ugly though. She's definitely pretty. Bridgerton. I mean, I'd smash, but this is more my type. Let me show you. But this girl is mixed. She's Indian and black. She's my type. Let me show you. Right here, this girl. Tyler. Make me sweat. Make me she's African and Indian. She's gorgeous. She's gorgeous. She got that Afro mix. She's Zulu and Irish. We don't have we don't want to. She's okay. She's Indian, Zulu, and Irish. Same shit, nigga. Same thing I said. Indian and black. And Indian and nigga. Yeah, she my type. Yeah, she's gorgeous. She's everybody's type. Look at her. Damn. And I like that little mole right there she got. Yeah, she's perfect, man. She's perfect. Oh, that's her parents. You could tell her mother was beautiful back in the day. Yeah, she's fire. Same thing. Okay, sorry, African. Okay, she's African. She's African and Indian. Sorry. She's African and Indian. Shut the fuck up. You don't know nothing about America. You don't know nothing about your history. We already know why South Africans speak English. We know about why Mandela was incarcerated. We know that already. And we know why there was a heavy population of of Indians in South Africa. Is the connection to the British. We know that already. That's what I'm saying. She's African. She's African and Indian. Hello. Her mom was fire though. All right. Eat a dick. All right. You don't contribute nothing to my channel. Get out of here. You out of here. Disrespect me like that, you out of here. You're banned, nigga. Fuck out of here. Pussy. Tired of that nigga coming over here hating and shit. You don't contribute to the channel in no form or fashion. All you do is talk shit. Fuck out of here. Pussy. Yeah, I think she's fire though. Tired of that dude. He always has something negative to say every time. He always has something negative to say. I'm just block him. Tired of that dude. Why you laughing, Sabs? Shout out to Rakim, man, for showing
Broke,
up,
baby. I ain't got no money.
Also with the big boys.
Yeah, man, you know what it is. You know who it is, and you know where it's at. Send a super chat, cash out, send that monyo. Hey, yo. She's gorgeous. She's gorgeous, yo. Man, Let me one time. Let me lose my breath. I got tired of the song, but she's everything. She's everything. She's everything. Ding, 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 ding. Super chat movie. What's that? What's good? Morgenheim. What's up, man?
Attracted to Asian men.
Asian male characters in film and TV have long been sidelined, emasculated, and denied the chance to have romantic or sexual relationships. That's when they're not openly mocked.
You promise not to be angry. I might let you take those pictures we mentioned.
When?
Sometime.
Anytime.
In an inverse of the trend of fetishizing Asian women through the lotus blossom trope, Asian men are consistently desexualized on screen. And this has directly led to the damaging widespread perception in US society that Asian men are less masculine or sexually desirable.
I did read somewhere that the people that do worst on the apps are Asian men and black women.
Well, it's great white people finally have an advantage somewhere.
Here's our take on how the asexual Asian trope has been used to spread stereotypes of Asian men in real life, and why it's more important than ever to move past it.
They also want, nerdy Asian men to feel that they are worthy of love. The problem is when you make fun of them in a secondary role where you don't explore their whole lives.
The asexual Asian.
If you're new here, be sure to subscribe and click the bell to get notified about all our new videos.
His name is Long Duck Dong.
I'm gonna sleep under some Chinaman named after a duck stork.
Cinema.
I think you didn't get it. They probably showed Mickey Rooney for a reason. They use Mickey Rooney for a reason.
Is full of Asian male characters who have been stereotyped and belittled, their foreignness frequently treated as the butt of the joke.
You gonna on me? Nobody's gonna on you. We're on your side. I hate Godzilla.
While today we've at last moved beyond the regressive idea that an accent is a funny joke.
So grandpa's hyena don't get disturbed.
Hernia.
The asexual Asian man trope is still omnipresent, coming through in a variety of forms and...
All right, then there you go. They were making fun of being Asian. Keep up, keep up, keep up. Bitcoin. Blood moon, you gotta keep up. You gotta keep up.
character types.
Everybody, please! Han just clearly injured his vagina.
The stereotypical Asian male character might be nerdy, weak, or effeminate, especially in contrast to hyper-masculine white male characters. He's typically reduced to a marginal role like sidekick to a white guy.
Oh, you rating on it, idiot!
Mysterious martial arts master.
And part of that was was mocking. I bet you Mickey Rooney was mocking them. It was very stereotypical behavior. I guarantee you that. So it was more mockery, parody. So, come on, man. Keep up, Blood Moon. Stop being slow. Yeah.
Or cartoonish villain.
Your brother's soul is mine.
And an overwhelming number of these characters have no romantic relationship in sight.
If Bruce Banner's driving a rental car and turns into the Hulk, do you think he's covered, or does he need to add the Hulk as an additional driver?
You really need a girlfriend.
But it wasn't always like this. In the early days of silent film in Hollywood, Japanese actor Setsu Hayakawa became a huge star and one of Hollywood's first iconic sex symbols. So why was he also one of the last leading Asian men in the following decades? The Chinese Exclusion Act of 1882, which prohibited Chinese immigration into the U.S., represented an American fear of yellow peril.
A letter appeared in the pages of the New York Sun.
written by a young Chinese immigrant.
This country is the land of liberty for all men of all nations, except the Chinese.
This was the idea that Asian immigrants posed a threat to an American way of life. As a result of these fears, Asian men in early cinema were villainized as dangerous threats, often to white women. In the 1915 movie The Cheat, Hayakawa plays a predator who exploits a spoiled white society woman. The Fu Manchu movies also played into this trope.
I will wipe out your whole accursed white race. Oh, no!
But Fu Manchu himself was almost always played by a white man in yellowface, painting Asians as villains while reminding the audience of who held the real power.
It is said that the devil plays for men's souls. So does Dr. Fu Manchu. Satan himself, evil incarnate.
Meanwhile, in real life, labor and immigration laws meant that Asian men had to take jobs that white men didn't want, such as laundering, cooking, and washing dishes, which were seen as women's work. This was later reflected in on-screen portrayals that dismissively portrayed Asian men in these kinds of roles.
He does the dishes and helps with the laundry, you betcha.
Over the decades, increasing numbers of Asian men found success in high-powered fields like medicine and law, thus solidifying the model minority myth.
I'm telling you, those Asian guys love crunching numbers.
Yet Asian men's growing class power was plagued by a desexualization meant to reinforce the existing power dynamic, which kept white men on top. As Matthew Salasis writes for The Guardian, this emasculation of Asian men was a deliberate way for white men to show that societal power may come at the cost of sexual power. The model minority Asian American male might become a doctor, or lawyer, or engineer, but he can't get the girl. Meanwhile, this desexualized portrayal came in sharp contrast to the hypersexualized depiction of Asian women through the submissive, exotic lotus blossom trope.
She says she's very happy to belong to handsome captain. She says she's gonna serve you well.
Asian men were often made out to be inferior choices or threats to Asian women, who were then available to be rescued by white men.
Maybe I can save one of them with your help.
Ultimately, it was this combination of the emasculated Asian man and the objectified lotus blossom that allowed for white male supremacy over both Asian men and women.
What's happening, hot stuff?
There are a variety of different tropes and cliches used to desexualize, sideline, and emasculate Asian men in pop culture. Let's take a look at some of the most common ones.
This time I'm warning you. I am definitely this time going to call in the police.
The FOB, or fresh off the boat character, is primarily used as comic relief.
So, what's your name?
Dong.
What's your first name?
Long.
Cinema is full of offensive examples of this, like Mickey Rooney's yellow-faced portrayal of Mr. Yunioshi in 1961's Breakfast at Tiffany's, and 1984's 16 Candles' Long Duck Dong. An exchange student whose broken English and inability to assimilate into American culture makes him a laughingstock for his peers.
Oh, no more Yankee, my wanky. The donga need food.
The FOB character is especially damaging in how it depicts Asian men as bumbling and
Yo, you know what's crazy? I never even heard of that movie, Mississippi Masala, and y'all all seen that shit. I'm gonna watch that. I never even heard of that movie. I'm gonna watch it though.
stupid, ignorantly suggesting that having an accent is a sign of low intelligence, and turning the difficulty of the immigrant experience into something to snicker at.
The little boy take knife. The big boy take a donut. Bad boy.
Any sexual or romantic interest these characters display are usually part of a larger joke made at their expense.
People with boobs touch me.
She means aside from your mom.
Then no.
The television series Two Broke Girls came under fire for its depiction of Han Lee, a Korean immigrant whose difficulty adjusting to American...
Blood Moon, you're delusional. You look like... Xtina looks more like her. You look nothing like that girl. Get real with yourself.
Culture, and getting girls is a constant running joke for the main cast.
With his costume, my chances of getting laid are higher than ever. So 0?
The sidekick is another popular way Asian men are portrayed in media.
Can I be your guy in the chair? What? You know how there's a guy with a headset telling the other guy where to go?
Like if you're stuck in a burning building, I could tell you where to go.
One of the earliest examples is the character Kato, played by Bruce Lee in the 1966 series The Green Hornet. Kato serves as the Green Hornet's valet and martial arts expert.
Hornet sting. Check. Let's roll, Kato.
As a sidekick, the asexual Asian usually doesn't have the opportunity to experience romantic relationships, as these are reserved for the usually white protagonist. Even a modern example, Ned Leeds in Spider-Man Homecoming, initially plays into this, though it corrects the problem by giving Ned a romance in the sequel.
We actually got to talking on the plane, and it turns out we have a lot in common. So we're boyfriend and girlfriend now.
Similar to and sometimes overlapping with the sidekick, the nerd is another common portrayal of an Asian man where he's typically in the background, playing a supporting role and notably desexualized. The nerd plays heavily into the model minority stereotype, assuming that Asian men are naturally smart, especially in STEM fields. But this intelligence comes at the cost of being socially awkward and unable to have relationships.
I mean, many times that's a consequence. That's a consequence of being very intelligent or proficient or mastering a certain field. You're socially awkward, B.
Not.
They're painted as awkward and never seen as a real romantic threat.
Mind if I sit over here? I was married to Linda Cooksey.
No, why don't you sit over there? I prefer that.
Another variation on the asexual Asian is the guru. The guru is wise, sometimes mystical, and most importantly, old.
What's going on, bro?
His age and wisdom seemingly put him above the triviality of romantic relationships, and he almost always lives alone. The guru also often takes on the role of mentoring the white protagonist, usually in martial arts.
Axon. Axon.
Similarly mystical, cartoonish, and asexual feeling is the Asian male villain.
You insulted my honor again. And I kill you.
He serves as an obstacle for a usually white male protagonist to overcome, often representing an ambiguous Eastern threat to Western supremacy.
The Americans are fools. I offered my services, they refused.
Playing into the idea of yellow peril, villainous Asians can also pose as threats to helpless female victims, providing an opportunity for the protagonist to display his superiority physically and sexually when he succeeds in getting the girl. Finally, the asexual Asian has also been repeatedly portrayed as a martial arts star.
Is it true what they say about Hong Kong?
What's that?
You know, all you guys do kung fu.
Of course. State law.
This particular portrayal and the popularity of the Kung Fu movie began in large part with Chinese martial artist and actor Bruce Lee.
My style? You can call it the art of fighting without fighting.
Lee's departure from the portrayal of the weak and submissive Asian man helped audiences see Asian men as strong and masculine.
A good martial artist does not become tense, but ready.
And gave a lot of Asian men confidence and pride in their heritage. Still, Lee's popularity also helped perpetuate stereotypes about Asian men. For example, their innate knowledge of martial arts or other Asian forms of fighting. And he was rarely given love interests or romantic partners in his films. In Lee's most famous film, Enter the Dragon, his co-competitors Roper and Williams both spend the night with prostitutes.
I'll take you, darling. And you.
While his character stays focused on the mission. The film Romeo Must Die is also infamous for its desexualization of its Asian male lead. Despite the film being a literal retelling of Romeo and Juliet, the film's version of Romeo, Han Sing, played by Jet Li, isn't even allowed an on-screen kiss with his co-star Aaliyah.
You didn't really think you was gonna get them panties now, did you?
What?
Trish! You didn't really think she was gonna give it up to you now, did you?
When the studio showed a test cut of the film that did include a kiss scene, the audience reacted so poorly that the scene was changed to a platonic hug in the final cut. Despite all the superficial differences between these categories of stock Asian male characters on screen, we can see how as a group they've led Asian men to be consistently perceived as nerdy, effeminate, and not interested in or a poor option for romance.
I have made a big decision.
You're having a sex change? I totally support you, but be careful, Han. Female to male is very tricky.
All these portrayals shape our opinions of Asian men in real life and have real-world consequences.
Excuse me. Do you like Asian men? No.
Thank you.
Asian men and Black women are viewed as the least desirable racial dating groups, according to a 2014 OkCupid study. And the lack of romantically desirable Asian male characters on screen can also lead to Asian men internalizing this narrative themselves.
Paxton Hall Yoshida, the hottest guy at Sherman Oaks High. Look at this kid's jawline.
In 2016, a social media campaign called #Starring John Cho went viral, photoshopping images of actor John Cho as the leading role in popular film posters. While Cho went on to play the lead in movies like Columbus and Searching, the campaign highlighted how rare it was to see leading Asian men on screen, especially in films with romantic elements. In recent years, we have at last seen evidence of this trend changing.
You smell really good.
There are now more positive, well-rounded Asian male characters who experience on-screen romantic relationships. Crazy Rich Asians launched Henry Golding's profile as one of contemporary Hollywood's rising sex symbols.
Wherever you are in the world, that's where I belong.
Always Be My Maybe and Mulan highlight the romance between an Asian woman and a non-stereotypical Asian man.
Hello, my name is Marcus, and thanks for your carcass.
More and more examples also pair Asian male leads with non-Asian women, moving away from the stereotype that only Asian women are interested in dating Asian men.
I am your bride.
Kumail Nanjiani co-wrote and starred in romantic comedy drama The Big Sick, which looks honestly at how an interracial relationship between a white woman and a man of Pakistani heritage has to reckon with complex cultural baggage.
You know how we have arranged marriage in my culture? These are those women.
These are women in Pakistan who want to marry you?
They're not in Pakistan.
Insecure's interracial relationship between Molly and Andrew shows Molly's initial bias in dismissing Andrew as a romantic partner.
Why aren't you excited about him? Is it because he's Asian? Because don't judge me. Like judge me.
Before she eventually comes to see him as a highly romantic and sexual man, as well as a true catch.
What that dick do? Or do it don't do? Oh, no, it did. It definitely did.
The relationship between Stephen Yeun's Glenn and Lauren Cohen's Maggie is one of the longest-lasting romances on The Walking Dead.
Maggie, I love you. Yes, I should have said a long time ago, and it's been true for a long time.
And one that features Glenn as just an ordinary guy, without any qualifiers that elevated him above normal Asian men. Additionally, the rise in popularity of K-pop bands like BTS among young female audiences shows us that society is open to redefining what kind of masculinity is attractive, opening the door for Asian men who are not traditionally masculine to have opportunities at romantic relationships in media.
We've been partnering with UNICEF's End Violence program to protect children and young people.
In the end, Hollywood's countless desexualized and dismissive portrayals of Asian men have served to subconsciously reinforce Asian male inferiority and white male superiority. The asexual Asian trope, as an inescapable, ubiquitous cliche, limits the representation of Asians on screen.
Yeah. Shout out to Rakim for the request. Missy Elliott. Get your freak on. Get your freak on.
Hit me. Hit me. Hit me. Give me some new. Give me some new. Missy be putting it down. I'm the hottest round. I told y'all can't stop me now. Listen to me now. I'm lasting 20 rounds. And if you want me, then come on get me now. Is you with me now? The biggie bounce. I know you dig the way I switch my style. Holla, holla. People sing around. Now people gather round. Now people jump around. Get your freak on. 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 Is that your chick? People you don't know. Me and Timberland been high since 20 years ago. What the dealio? Now what the drillio? If you wanna battle me, then people. Now son. Let me throw you some. People, here I come. Let's sweat me when I'm done. We got the radio shook like we gotta go. Get your freak on. 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 Quiet. Hush your mouth. Silence when I spit it out. In your face. Open your mouth. Give you a taste. Hello. Ain't no stopping me. Copywritten, so don't copy me. Y'all do it sloppily. And y'all can't come close to me. I know you feel me now. I know you hear me loud. I scream it loud and proud. Missy gon' blow it down. People gon' play me now. In and out of town. Cause I'm the best around. With the crazy style. Get your freak on. 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 You don't want to speak my name. Mess around, get that ass blown away. Blah. Fool gone away. I ain't never like you tell anyway. Missy got something to say. I ride down the block in an Escalade. Bling bling all in your face. I think you might need to put on your shades. I know you feel me though. You're hating on me, but you hear me though. 20-inch rim sitting crazy low. I'ma keep the party live. Me and Timberland gon' flip it tonight. Keep your hands in the sky. Wave around like you crazy high.
Shout out to Missy, yo. Blood Moon says, I love this song. I'm shocked I can't pick it. Oh, you know that's hip hop, right? You do understand Missy Elliott is a rapper, right? Oh, man. That's hip hop, Blood Moon. It's copywritten, so don't copy me. No, she's hip hop. Joker's wild. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh well, and soap operas. Indian, you're crazy. Nope, wrong. Hip hop. Hip hop.
From a lot of Asian men that they struggle with dating, and they find that they encounter a lot of women who either, by their own admission, that they don't find them attractive, or they've even told me that even some Asian women don't find them attractive. Looking at you, Madison.
Wow, Madison.
So did you ever feel that you struggled with dating because you were Asian?
You were handsome.
I mean,
as
you're
hell.
like 6'2", you're a stud.
You guys are
but-
seeing this incarnation of me.
Sure.
I'll post on Instagram me as a 10-year-old kid.
Okay.
You know, nobody looked at that guy, that kid.
Yeah.
That chubby
yeah.
Asian-looking kid with the bowl haircut. Nobody looked at that guy and thought it would be this guy.
Gotcha.
So when I started dating is when I also started lying about my race.
Okay.
It was like when I was a freshman in high school, because I was teased when I was, fifth, sixth grade.
Yeah.
Slanted-eyed rice picker. Oh no, rice again. All the jokes. Even though I was half Asian, I grew up in Orange County, an all-white area, right? So when I changed high schools and I moved to Santa Ana, I made up a new story. I'm not Asian. I'm Hawaiian. I'm a surfer. And I grew my hair out, and I became, cool. I became this Hawaiian surfer, cool guy. And that was kind of an identity I kept. And then when I moved to Hollywood, I was long hair. I was Native American. I was anything but not to be Asian, because it was painful, those memories of kids teasing me. And, and that hurt my mom. My mom, was born in Japan. I was born in Japan. And the fact that I lied about my race, my heritage, really, really hurt her. So on American Gladiators, we went and did a show in Japan towards the end of American Gladiators. And I made it my goal to go on the Japanese version of Gladiators and speak in Japanese to make my mother proud. Now, I'd only seen my mom cry 2 times, because my mom's Asian, Japanese, and they don't show their emotion. She cried once when I was 10 years old and my 12-year-old brother died in my arms. He got electrocuted. She cried. And the next time she cried was when I was 27 years old, when she saw me on TV speaking Japanese. So I did not feel that women didn't date me because I was Asian, because I lied about it. I don't now. Now I'm so proud of my heritage. It took me maybe till I was 28.
Because I mean, like I said, I've heard from a lot of my Asian friends. They feel that it's difficult for them. Maybe there's some sort of stereotyping or some degree of discrimination. They're like normal guys. I'd say.
That's why. It's not because they're Asian.
Okay,
they're just normal.
They're just normal guys.
No, I've heard that before.
No, but I mean,
I've heard that before. That it's hard that a lot of Caucasian girls don't like Asians, and even Asian girls don't like Asian men. But I think that's a stereotype. That's
damn. He just eyed her down, putting her on the spot. What's going on, MXC? What's going on, MXC? You muted.
Oh, my bad. My nephew's actually half Japanese. I don't think they're weak at all, though. You hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, but it doesn't matter what you think. It's what society is, what the world thinks.
The Japanese actually was one people that couldn't be put into slavery, because they'd rather die than go into slavery. That whole samurai culture back in the days, they were not allowing anybody to come in there and take them as a fool. They'd rather die. That's how hardcore they are. That whole disemboweling yourself and having somebody else cut your head off, that's just crazy.
Yeah, Danny. He does look white. Many Northern Europeans have Asian eyes because of Genghis Khan. And Blumman, you have to remember the area. Like Kazakhstan is between Europe. It's Eurasia. It's between Europe, or like Russians is right. They're right next to China and Mongolia and all that. So they're gonna end up mixing also. So you have to hold that factor. You have to hold that as well. They mix too. Like a lot of Ukrainians have those chinky eyes too. Because they mix. Blood Moon says, I think mixed with white they look better. I think mixed people look better, period.
Okay.
Going away a little bit more.
Because
But I don't like Asian women. I won't date
Huh?
Asian women.
You won't, huh?
No.
Really?
Reminds me of my mother and my sister.
Oh. Because I mean,
and my daughter.
So what I previously said on a different episode was that I've never I'm not opposed to the whole dating an Asian man. I have a boyfriend, so I obviously wouldn't go for an Asian man right now. But I've never really found myself gravitating towards one. You know, I didn't think it was that offensive. I mean,
Look, you're attracted to what you're attracted to.
The very first the two guys I first ever liked in my entire life were half Asian.
Okay.
But
it's okay. It's all right.
Yeah, I
you
know.
stepped on the wild
I
side,
think
just half.
diversity is beautiful. I'm not discriminating or anything.
I think. Look, I look at this
Yeah, you're
generation.
framing me.
I feel like they're more colorblind than we were growing up. I feel like it's more inclusive now. At least that's kind
Exactly.
of what I see when I talk to my 12-year-old stepson. It's not like, oh, I don't like her, she's Asian. Oh, I don't like her, she's black. It's just like, oh, I kind of like her.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I think even kids, I mean, before we wrap this thing up, I think kids don't see color really. I think that our society teaches them to see color. But when you're growing up, you don't see color unless your parents do. It comes from your parents, right? I mean, same thing with pretty much anything across the board. So
And for when you guys did a show in Japan, was it like a one-time show? Were you there too? Did you go
I
to Japan?
actually passed up that opportunity.
Okay.
I didn't keep
She
hearing.
didn't like Asian men.
I didn't like Asian
okay.
men, so
What about
actually,
Asian
I just didn't want to take it. No.
Asian women?
Yeah. What about Asian women?
I think some of them are beautiful.
Have you ever hooked up with Asian women?
No, but I
No?
think they're beautiful.
Never?
No, it never
Really?
it never presented
just never
itself.
happened.
It just never presented itself. I mean, if the girl's beautiful, it's not
Yeah.
like I'm gonna go, oh God, no, you're Asian. I mean, no.
Okay. You're missing out.
Look,
on
I
Asian
have
women.
I have male friends. We call it yellow fever.
Yeah.
That's all they do is my buddy Tony Brill. That's all he would do all through college, and he married an Asian woman. He just only had eyes for Asian women. There could be the most beautiful models, right next to him, and Caucasian. He'd be like, nope, Asian.
Wait, just a point of clarification, because when we say Asian, it's like
Yeah, a lot of white men love Asian women. They love Asian women. This has been a big thing.
That my brother's like that too. We call him the Asiatic.
And my cousin is like that. He married a girl from
My brother's wife is Japanese.
is it
The mother went. The mother
it-
went to the
it-
wedding
it's
in
either
Komodo.
it's either Thailand or Cambodia. He had a baby with her and everything. Yeah, she's either in Thailand or Cambodia, one of the two. My cousin, he was always into anime and all that.
Yeah, my nephew is very Asian. Actually, like you could tell in his face, he's like very Asian. Yeah, but let me ask you, Fighter, Asian girls don't kick it to you? I've had Indian girls kick it to me once or twice.
Not really attracted to them like that.
I don't know. It's kind of different though, because when you're Latino, like we're known for our women being super attractive, so it's kind of hard. I mean, I know Latinos who date outside Latinos, but we got that super attractive women that come in all colors.
Yeah, so you're not really attracted to them like that. You know what I mean?
My
So,
brother
yeah.
wanted me to go to Japan with him. He goes, oh, they like Latinos. They're gonna, and this is when I was like 200 pounds, which that was skinny for me, and I had hair. Yet I was very good looking. I was like, yeah, but I don't like fetishize Asian women like that.
Yeah, they're not really my cup of tea. They're not really my cup of tea. Now, if they're mixed, yeah, but like full Indian chicks, nah, not really. Not really attracted to them. I mean,
A lot of
but
Mexican girls look Asian. Like Mexicans, they look Asian. A lot of those girls.
There's Asian American, and then there's women from who've grown up in Asia, like from Japan, Korea, South Korea,
Mhm.
I suppose North Korea too, Vietnam, et cetera, et cetera. So like never even like an Asian American woman. Just never
Never presented itself.
Okay.
Just never
Yeah,
presented
sure,
itself.
sure.
Yeah.
Okay,
So it's not like,
gotcha.
obviously one came on to me and I was like, oh God, no. No,
No,
never.
no. Okay.
Never presented.
It just never happened.
No, it just never happened.
Never happened.
I think Asian women are beautiful.
I'm with you on
Yeah,
that.
I love.
yeah, everybody does. It must be that yellow lake. The yellow lake. Oh man. Wow. Yeah, but like the natives that we know now that exist now, most of them they're mixed. They end up mixing with black or white. A lot of natives that we see nowadays. They ended up mixing with white or black. Out in the West Coast, you see a lot of natives. A lot of them. They did. They did. I know black people who they have their card and everything. You get a card. Like that's no joke. It's a governmental paperwork. Anything related to women, and what you mean by that? Oh. But yeah, this is a real thing. They mixed with. I mean, you can look this up. This is a real thing. But black people and Native Americans, they teamed up and fought. No, okay, Blood Moon, do you understand the history of natives and black people in the country? Do you know that they fought alongside each other against white people, and many times against each other? You know what you hear. So you never so you don't know about the wars, how black and Native Americans, you never heard of that. You never heard of that. Yeah, okay. There's a bunch of black people who are mixed with them. Are you calling Sundown a liar? Yeah, Gullah Geechee is one example. In the Carolinas, are you calling Sundown a liar? Yeah, Buffalo Soldiers. Blood Moon could be very ignorant at times. Listen, man, yo, Sundown is a liar. Ooh, all right. All right. When Sundown comes, I'm gonna say it. Come on, fighter. Blood Moon knows everything, bro. Don't test him. All right, she's called Sundown a liar. Yeah, I mean, a lot of Creoles in Louisiana have Native American blood. Oh yeah, no, Roaring Moon. But Blood Moon is gonna say you're lying. That's impossible. Many black people are mixed. That's literally visible. Most Americans
Yo,
do lie about their ancestry. Yo,
Blood Moon needs to why you calling everybody a liar? First of all, Blood Moon, you don't even know my real name. Why would I even lie on this? There's no point in me lying if nobody knows who I am. The only person who's seen me here is Fighter. And Xtina. DK Zesty. Girl won't even, not even cam up, won't even mic up. For all I know, I'm talking Blood Moon could be a dude.
nah, she came up on the panel like twice.
Nah, but she was like, everything I say about girls is a lie. Man, what that? I don't have to prove it to you. Don't believe it if you don't want to.
Yeah. But Rakim, I think there were more black slave owners than Native American slave owners. To be real with you.
I doubt that because Native Americans would even enslave themselves and they would enslave white people. They would enslave white women. They would take kids and put them into their group from young ages. Native Americans used to enslave their own group. And that's not even just North America. That's like Central, South, even the Caribbeans.
Yeah, but we're not even now. We're talking about something else. Once you leave the United States, you're talking about a whole different group now.
They would do though. I think they would take other groups and assimilate them into their own too. I heard that. I heard the Cherokee did that a lot.
That could be another topic. There's gonna be another topic. But yeah, man. Yo, it's already 2:20. It's late. I'm gonna go live again tomorrow. Kind of not feeling it. You know what I'm saying? Not really feeling it today. Only five tribes. Only 5 tribes. Few had slaves. Yeah, man. So it's late. I had to, do the quick live. I think it was a little fun. 2 hours. Sal says that's visible as fuck though. Matt obvious many black Americans are mixed race. How you get a Chris Brown, 50 Cent, and Whoopi Goldberg all black? Right, they're all different. Yeah.
I heard 50 Cent was Haitian.
Yeah, he's half, I think. But all right, man. I'm gonna talk to y'all tomorrow. I'm gonna go live tomorrow. At least I went live for 2 hours. Talk shit with y'all real quick. Make sure I'm active on these streets. You heard. But all right, man. Chris Brown is not Haitian. If he's talking about 50 Cent. But all right, y'all. Listen, hit that like button. Show love to the super chat or the cash app. Go watch all my videos that I upload. If you want, and if there's any good topic that you recommend for me to speak about, just hit up my Instagram, Fighter Complex 7. And yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. Peace, y'all.